Hi, welcome to Japan by Food. I'm your host, Shizuka Anderson. Today I find myself in a quiet little temple town nestled at the foot of Mount Fuji. This is Minobu, Yamanashi prefecture. I'm going to be exploring this beautiful little quaint town and even experiencing a shukubo overnight temple stay. And of course, discovering what kind of unique and wonderful cuisines they have to offer here. Let's discover Minobu. What I just climbed up was the Bodai-tei, which means the Stairs of Enlightenment, with 287 steps. It's said that in around the year 1632, a fisherman by the name of Nizo was doing his pilgrimage up to the Kuonji temple. But in those days, there were no stairs to climb. So he actually carried his elderly mother on his back all the way up the mountain. So he went back to his town and worked as a fisherman and saved up lots of money to donate the money to the temple to create a staircase. I think this is a really, really cool backstory, and thanks to Nizo, you can now also climb the stairs and attain enlightenment at the Kuonji temple. Anyway, let's keep exploring and see the beautiful scenery up here at the top of the mountain. Let's go. These are the different birds that you can hear in the forest, apparently. It's very cool that they play it for you. I found a little dango or a mochi ball stand at the top of the ropeway station. It's called Minobu dango, so I think I'm gonna get one of these because they look really good and they're just kind of heated and roasted around this charcoal. And they have a special meaning. It's called Kushikiri dango. And that apparently has a double entendre meaning. Kushi can also be written with these Chinese characters, which means like suffering and death, which is really dark. But kiru means that it cuts it off. So by cutting off all of that bad stuff, you're left with only good fortune and good luck. And I'm very excited to have some good luck for today. I'm enjoying the view. It's a little bit overcast today, but can you guys see in the distance? There's Mount Fuji. You can see the snowy cap of the mountain just over these other mountain ranges. I feel very lucky. Already I'm feeling the good luck to be able to enjoy my mochi with this $1 million view today. They were not shy about the uncle or the red bean paste on this one. It's actually really chewy, but also fluffy mochi. And what I like about it is that the red bean paste is really sweet, but it's balanced by the taste of the mochi, which has little cherry blossom leaves inside of it. It's just a wonderful, sweet and salty little package. Wow, it is really peaceful up here. And the forest air on top of the mountain feels so nice. I just passed by an old man who's 80, who was climbing these stairs. He was saying these stairs are really hard when you're 80 years old. But to be honest, they're hard for everyone. But he made it to the top. He's got enlightenment now. I just passed by another climber, but I saw him earlier in the day. So he's been climbing, he said he's already climbed this staircase 10 times and he's not done. So he's doing some kind of training, but it's very impressive. I can't imagine climbing that many times. This street is actually really fascinating. I was expecting it to be more of a popular style shotengai with a lot of souvenirs, sweets, things to snack on, but it's actually got a really strong temple atmosphere. Most of the shops here are related to temple goods. And I think that makes it really unique, not touristy whatsoever. I think I found my lunch spot for today. It is so cute. This is Cafe Zencho. It's about a 15-minute walk from the shopping street that I was just on. And apparently this is an old house that was refurbished into a cafe. But let's go see inside. Oh, beautiful cafe. Let's see what they have to eat. This menu looks really good. I noticed they have a lot of vegetarian-friendly options, which is completely in line with the Buddhist values of this town. So I think I'm gonna try their Zencho veggie curry. Sounds good. And also, there's one thing that you have to try when you come to Yamanashi, which is the Hoto noodles. But they have an interesting twist on it. They have a tomato sauce Hoto and carbonara Hoto, which is kind of like a noodle and pasta fusion, I guess it is. Let's go with the tomato sauce Hoto. A lot of food for one person, admittedly, but I needed to try a little bit of everything. At first I thought this was a chickpea curry. They're actually beans, and it's the local soybeans that are famous in this area. Let's see how it tastes in a curry. That really hits the spot. It's spicy. There's a lot of little veggies in there. And I think the beans add a nice, I guess it's a nice meatiness. It's kind of the alternative to having meat in the curry. I think it's a very clever alternative. Now let's taste the tomato sauce Hoto. Hoto is a local specialty in Yamanashi, and it's these really thick, flat noodles. It's a little bit like a Chinese style noodle. It looks a lot like a tagliatelle, so I think it would fit with the pasta. Let's see how it tastes. Ooh, the Hoto noodles are really nice. It's really chewy. It feels really homemade, like a homemade pasta. It's fantastic. The sauce is just really light, tomatoey, and it's got a little bit of cheese on top. I think it's a nice combination. It's a nice twist on a local cuisine. What a wonderfully fresh, healthy, and delicious lunch. This is really, really nice. Let's head outside and keep on exploring a little bit, and let's see where it will take us. There's a lot of walking in this town. Be prepared for that. And a lot of stairs. There's even stairs going up into Kakurinbo. Here I am now at Kakurinbo. This is both a temple and an accommodation, and that's known as shukubo. Originally, shukubo was actually for Buddhist monks who would come stay here to study and of course pray, but it was also for people who, regular people who did the pilgrimage and they wanted to come pray here, but they traveled far away. Those people would also stay at shukubos, and maybe they would exchange something like rice. That kind of history is behind shukubo, but now it's available to absolutely everybody, and it's a little bit more of a comfortable stay than back in the day.
カクリンボは身延山の中に33ある宿坊の中の一軒なんですが、その中で550年の歴史を持つ目と学業の神様のお寺になっています。私は東京の下町に生まれまして、22歳の時に大学を卒業してすぐカクリンボの方にお嫁に行きました。何にも知らないでお嫁に行ったので、一生懸命言われたことをやってずっと裏方で過ごしてきたんですが、その同じ仕事をするならば少しでもモチベーションを上げて仕事をしたいなと思って、料理のコンテストがあるたんびにそれに応募して、料理のコンテストでいろんな賞を受賞して、そういったことがきっかけで、カクリンボさんはお料理が美味しい宿坊だっていうような噂が広がって、もっともっとフリーのお客様に突然来ても召し上がっていただけるような空間を作りたいなと思ってトライし始めました。
Here I am, now I'm outside on the Sakura Terrace, which is aptly named because I'm surrounded by sakura or cherry blossoms. And I've got a wonderful, refreshing drink. I just want to sit here, relax, and enjoy this nature. So I'm trying their Sumomo or Plum Cider, which looks absolutely amazing. A whole plum inside of this cider. Oh, it's a frozen plum. It feels nice and icy. Let's give it a taste. That's lovely. It's actually a little bit on the sour side. It's not too sweet, and I think that's what's perfect about it. It almost tastes like a cocktail. It's just naturally sweetened by the plum itself with just the perfect amount of acidity to make it kind of refreshing for a summer day. I am thoroughly enjoying this and this wonderful Sakura Terrace. The views are incredible. You can see the temple, you can see all of the trees around. But I'm gonna finish this off and then I'm gonna go inside and get ready for dinner. I'll see you guys inside. All right, I have now changed into my yukata that was in my room. And I've got my little yukata jacket on and it's time for dinner. I'm really hungry and I'm very excited to try shojin ryori, which is a Buddhist vegetarian meal. You can see the garden outside. It's so beautiful. There's a beautiful pond with koi fish, so you can enjoy this view while you're eating dinner. And my table is right over here. Look at this beer. I've never seen anything like it before. And it's red because it's a plum beer. And apparently it's meant to look like the Aka Fuji, which is when Mount Fuji is hit by the sunlight in such a way that it glows red. So this is a really beautiful. Kanpai! Honestly, I feel like it's kind of a mix between a smoothie, like a plum fruity smoothie, and a beer. You get a little bit of that hint of hops from the beer, but it's still primarily very sweet. And honestly, it's very thick as well. We've got some wonderful appetizers before me. I think I'm gonna start with the natto. And word of warning, not everybody is gonna like natto. This is definitely an acquired taste. Wow, it doesn't have that quintessential natto pungency at all. I don't know, it kind of tastes like just eating beans at a Mexican restaurant. Actually, it's a really weird way to put it. I'm gonna try it with the little Yuba chips because these look really good. Am I at a Mexican restaurant? It's not as crispy as a chip, but you get a slight crunch. It doesn't give me a traditional Japanese vibe that I'm used to. Feels very modern. That is so good, I can't stop eating it, but I also want to try this one. So let's dig into the hot pot. Ooh, that's a creamy looking tomato soup. Oh, very fresh, very tomatoey. And I think it goes really nicely with the tofu, which absorbs some of that tomato flavor, by the way. I'm excited to try Yuba dipped in tomato hot pot. It's so juicy. I love the texture of Yuba. It's layered, so you get these layers of chewy tofu in a nice little condensed package, and it absorbs all of this amazing tomato broth. Wow, arigatou gozaimasu. Look at this beautiful dish. There's more food coming. This is awesome. It looks like a sakura mochi, which is a very popular type of mochi that you eat in the spring season. And the top part is pink like sakura mochi, and it's made of a type of mochi flour called domyojiko. And the bottom has fried yuba leaves. It's a very unique dish, and apparently it's unique only to this temple. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's see if it tastes like sakura mochi. The first bite does taste like sakura mochi, and it's because of the leaf. It's a pickled and salted leaf. There's a lot to enjoy. The top part is chewy mochi, and the bottom part has got those layers of yuba. And even though it's fried, you wouldn't know it because it's been soaking in the soup. A wonderful little dish with a bunch of different textures and flavors. I've got even more food in front of me now. They've just brought the fried dish, which is of course Japanese tempura, using all seasonal vegetables, locally sourced. And what's really sticking out to me is the soybean tempura. These are using the akebono soybeans from this region that were in the natto. Let's try something new. Here we go. Honestly, I'm getting even more Mexican vibes. I think it's the beans. You get that starchy, thick chewiness of the beans, and it tastes really good. And it's got this wonderful crispness all around it. Not too much. It's very light, with a little bit of salt on top, and it's just perfect. It's very good. The last part of my very fun Buddhist dinner tonight is this. So tonight's dinner, you can enjoy all kinds of yuba in all kinds of different styles. And one of the styles here is peeling the yuba off fresh. And that whole square just came off into one beautiful piece of yuba. So you can choose soy sauce or ponzu. Ponzu is the more acidic one. It's got vinegar in it, so I prefer this one. Let's give it a try. As fresh as it gets, yuba. This is probably the most classic way to eat it. It's a long, thin, it's a weird way to put it, but it's a skin of soy milk. And because of that, it's got a little bit of like a chewy but tough texture. All of this food is incredible. I'm so satisfied already. I haven't even finished my meal, but I feel quite full. But I'm actually gonna be meeting you guys outside after I'm finished because there's going to be a fun little Matsuri or festival that's held right outside of Kakurinbo. And it's only for the guests who stay here. So I'm excited to see that. Oh my goodness, you definitely need a lot of strength to dance around with this. 結構重たいですね。何キロぐらいですか？12、3、おー Should I turn it? It's too heavy! I gotta work out. ありがとうございます。All right, so I'm going to ask a few questions, and he's actually a monk, so I want to learn a little bit more about it from him. まずお名前教えていただけますか？
はい、樋口ゼコウと申します。
ゼコウさん。
はい、ゼコウです。
なかなか珍しい名前ですね。
そうですね。もともとは幸之助っていう普通の名前だったんですけど、まあそのお坊さんになるというか、僧侶になるにあたって幸之助からゼコウに名前を変えなくてはいけなくて。
なるほど、はい、なぜお坊さんになろうと思ったんですか？
大学受験の時に導かれるようにというか、自分がお坊さんになるべくしてなるんだなっていうなんかそういうちょっとお導きみたいなのを感じて、長男兄がいるんですけども次男の僕がこのお坊さんの道に入りました。
お坊さんになって何が一番大変でしたか？
もちろんその修行もわりかしその日蓮宗ここの宗派の修行っていうのは厳しいんですけども、それよりもこのお坊さんじゃない世の中の人々のお坊さんってこうだよねっていう寺の世界への偏見みたいなのがやっぱりありまして、それとのギャップっていうのが意外と一番大変なのかなとは 思いますね。
逆にお坊さんになって何が一番楽しいですか？
面白い方向でこうお坊さんってこうなんですよって面白いこうネタばらしみたいなのができた時になんかお坊さんってこういうところもあるんだね面白いっていうこう親近感を湧いてくださるそういう時はすごくお坊さんやっててよかったな面白いなっていう身延さんの文化この仏教っていう文化が、少しでも多くの人にこう、偏見なく伝わってですね広まってもらえたらいいなっていう思いで毎日僧侶をやらせていただいてます。
なるほど、とても素敵です。あ
あ
りがとう
りがとうご
ございま。
ざいますす。ありがとうございます。
So if you guys enjoyed exploring this beautiful town and this beautiful temple stay with me, please make sure to drop us a like and a comment and don't forget to share and subscribe. But also, if you want to experience the same temple stay that I did right here at Kakurinbo and join in on the festivities, you can actually book that on buyfood.com and the links are down below. But for now, I'm ready to go back inside, take a bath, and cozy up inside my futon on my tatami floor. And I'm very excited for a nice, cozy sleep. So I'll see you guys very soon in another video. Bye, guys!